They love to teach you about Martin Luther King Jr.'s death like it was the end of a speech. Neat, clean, over. But they don't teach you about the man who forced the world to see what loss really looks like. Meet Moneta Sleet Jr., the man who froze a nation's grief and made sure that they couldn't bury it. When Coretta Scott King was preparing to bury her husband, the media lined up with their cameras all white, all ready to crop the pain and call it coverage. Coretta said no. Send a black photographer. Or don't send anyone. Because even in her worst moment, she knew that we have to tell our own truth, or they're going to twist it into something unrecognizable. That's how Moneta Sleet Jr. came to stand in the room when history broke open. Camera steady, heart breaking. He captured it all. Coretta Scott King, face carved in stone, holding her daughter, staring into a country that took everything from her and offered her nothing in return. One photo, no slogans, no sugarcoating, just the truth of Black grief in a land that never wanted to see it. And they had no choice but to look, because sleep made it impossible not to. That photo didn't just win a Pulitzer Prize. It ripped a hole through every lie they tried to teach us about peace and progress. Moneta Sleet Jr. became the first Black man to win a Pulitzer Prize, all for capturing the kind of truth that America loves to hide. But that wasn't the first time he forced the world to face itself. He spent years standing where media refused to go. At marches, funerals, protests, documenting every bruise, every tear, every dream crushed under the weight of empty promises. They don't teach you his name, because if they did, you'd understand whose eyes were really witnessing history and whose cameras were trying to blur it. Moneta Sleet Jr. didn't just freeze a moment. He carved a permanent scar into history. He made sure the world couldn't look away from what it had done. Without him, they would have buried the pain. They would have buried the truth. They would have buried us. But because of him, we're still here, staring back. Say his name, Moneta Sleet Jr.